Hi, my name is Bryce. Welcome back to VHS Play, where we are playing The Legend of Dragoon and recording it all on VHS. Last time, we came to Ulara, which is the super secret Wingley village or something. Also, where Rose had her time stopped, as she calls it sometimes. And we got the other half of the, hey, why is everything like this? And the answer is, warring factions, kind of. Well, hey, apparently there are signets, and like the whole purpose of the divine moon objects is actually to like break these signet orbs. Several of them are, or a couple of them are already broken. 3 remain, thus the 3 divine moon objects, and we need to like go do some stopping of the bad times and stuff. Anyway, this is theoretically the hey, y'all are leaving. Have a safe journey. Please save the world. So, well, hey. Let's go. Cheryl, what is this?
Oh, naive boy, don't you understand? It's a send-off for the great heroes. You shouldn't have.
Oh, don't be so shy. I have no idea what voice.
Oh, Rosie, honey, you have been doing really great. Since the soul of the Virage embryo, the god of destruction, was released, you have saved the world. Let me see. At least 107 times.
Really? You have to even be... Who are you, Miata? I really wish I could tell who you were. I think you were the random person who, like, said things. I've lost the voice.
Really, even after being called the Black Monster? Stop it. The monster has died. Oh, Ziggy is serious, and he has everything to give birth to the god of destruction. Only dragoons can stop him. I wonder what the creator Soa is thinking, like destruction or regeneration. I wonder why it wants us to go through such a painful thingy. We will change fate. Everybody must survive, okay? Now go. Zeeg won't wait for us.
Right. To elsewhere. Still the Death Frontier, technically, I guess. And I guess we're walking. The home of Giganto.
Let's go.
Oh, hey, this place. Home of Gigantos. It was linked to here. It's been a while.
Karen and Gigantos were pals for a long time. Of course, it was when there were still some Gigantos left. Oh, there were nice Wingleys like Charles. They weren't all brutal people, unlike the legend tells. We have to rewrite the book in the National Library.
Yes, correct knowledge must brings correct conduct. That's after this journey is ended. Let's go see King's Yor. We have to head to Rouge on the Queen Fury. Rose is also here. Alright, well, the good news is, there's still this healing thing here. Time to have a think about, like, is there anywhere that I could have gone? Are there places to go? Are there things that I couldn't get? Is there stuff to do? Also, who knows what fights are going to look like right now? Have the encounters been updated for each area, or are we still fighting whatever we were fighting here before way, way long ago? That looks about the same. It's been a while since I've done any combat. I am probably not going to hit any additions. I wonder how much free reign I have over the world right now. Oh. Okay. Oh boy, remember when I had to do this before and I had a big ol' rant the entire time about having to do this entire zone to traverse the world? Man. Man, that... I am not thrilled. I had a mild amount of excitement of just like, oh wait, I might be able to go back to whatever that town was once, and get my other Ultimate War God, so I don't have to interact with, you know, the combat system of this game anymore. And then I realized this in general of like, oh right, in order to traverse the world, I have to like go back through all of the dungeons along the way. I do wonder if there's like an airship in this game. I imagine not, considering the way that the traversal works with its like node-based system. Well, there's a comparison I wasn't expecting to make today. The node-based traversal system actually reminds me of Final Fantasy Mystic Quest, which you may have heard differently, but it is actually a really great game. It's simple, yes, and it's not the most in-depth story. It's not like the most exciting combat system and whatnot. It is designed to be like baby's first RPG. Everything about that is very much by design. And on those merits, it succeeds extraordinarily well. It is a very welcoming game. And it's like, it's not even just like, you know, this is baby's first RPG. It might be, this is baby's first game. So it is a very welcoming introduction to video games and RPGs in general. And it does use some of the tropes, but it's also like an honestly pretty funny game as far as I remember. Like there's actually like good bits of comedy in it. Some delightful sprite art. Some absolutely rockin' tunes, quite frankly. Anyway, it has a node-based world traversal system, kind of like this, except instead of like actually manually running from place to place, you basically move from one node to the next. So it's like, oh hey, you can either go left or right out of this node, and you press left or right, and you traverse the entire way to the next node on the map. But importantly, for the most part, as you're traversing through the map, like once you've like cleared out a dungeon or whatever, and it's no longer blocking your progress, then you can just walk through it for the most part. There are some exceptions. Hey, dude. There's no longer a menace from the gang, but it doesn't make this valley any less dangerous. Like, I think there's a central tower sort of place that you have to, like, every time you go through there, you actually need to, like, go into the tower to exit through the right path. Maybe? It might be just you have to do that the first time you go through there, and that will unlock, like, your left, right, down, up paths through that area, but I remember having to go through there an awful lot of times. So there might still be some times it's like you have to actually, like, enter a dungeon, and admittedly, it's annoying then, when it's a very simple dungeon layout. And also, there's, like, no enemies in the way, or if there are enemies, it does the thing where it's like the enemies are on the map and they're not random encounters. So, anyway, I am reminded of Mystic Quest in this node-based travel map system, and also Mystic Quest did it better. in short, because this having to re-enter dungeons to pass through these areas, it prevents you from having just, like, full control over the map. And, like, I don't know, maybe if we had, like, an airship or some such, then we could just fly over everything and we wouldn't have to worry about this stuff. But, like, based off of how the map is segmented out into these different squares and whatnot. Should I go back to that? No. No, we're not exploring right now. I've forgotten the name of the item that we need for fighting that ding-dang wizard. I swear I've seen it in a shop or something. There might come a day that I actually do get around to, like, trying to play Mystic Quest on the channel. I did a one-off at some point. Just kind of, I remember saying things like, me doing voices poorly and playing through an RPG, like, that just doesn't work, right? And then so much of my channel has been turned into, let's play these lengthy JRPGs. Some of which for the first time, and have me do voices poorly and forget what all the voices are, and etc, etc. I do find that funny, and I constantly think back to that Mystic Quest one-off where I said something along the lines of, like, hey, this doesn't work, right? And then immediately went and just did that repeatedly. Die. Man, I really wish... Oh boy, a healing potion. Yay. I really wish that sword... The special, like, life training sword that I got. I'm still real mad that it's for Dart. Alright, so that's where we're supposed to go, over there to the left. However, I want to go south because I would like to purchase my Ultimate War God so I can stop complaining about the timed hit combat system forever. Hello. You look really intimidating, sir.
Die.
Never mind. Oh, good. Is it the death robot? I have not forgotten you, death robot. But you are, in fact, just a slime. Still a really great... Like, the enemy models have been consistently really great throughout this game. That is something that has been just consistent the entire time. Like, the enemy models, top notch. Like, especially, like, for this era, like, really, really great enemy design. And just, like, the design of enemies is really strong throughout. This is not where I want to be, actually. Gosh dang it. I want to be in South Serdio. This has been, like, the thing that I've continually rambled about, but, like, enemy designs have been great. Like, the environmental designs for, like, all the different battle arenas and whatnot also have been really solid. Like, there's been a really high level of, like, visual design throughout. My problems are that they are constantly spinning the camera around, showing these things off. And taking, you know, like the 20 seconds to start a fight, 20 seconds to end a fight. All of the... We have to watch every enemy intro and outro and etc. It's another Crystal Golem just hanging around.
Die. Demons.
I did it.
Alright. If I remember correctly, it was Lohan where we could find the Ultimate War God. Are you kidding me? This town data only exists on disc 2. That's... Well, please hold. Alright, now to awkwardly arrange myself back in front of my mic and hope that I have the placements right for everything. Please wait. No, I'm not cutting any of this out. I am going to make you sit here with me with this. You have a YouTube timeline that you can scoot forward on. I have to sit through this. This is a stonking long load. Really making me concerned. Granted, it does take about a minute for the game to start up. Man, I am glad that I have cut every episode at the disc change. We just sit here in complete silence. I've never considered whether or not the PS3 would be capable of like handling these disc changes. This is getting... No, this is well past ridiculous at this point. The best part is we're going to have to do this again at some point to get disk 4 data back in. I would appreciate any sign of life at this point. It's like all I've got is I think I can hear the PS3 reading the disc, but like this feels like it's taken way longer than it should have. So in terms of discs being separated into different data chunks, we already know that like the disc 1 contains the opening cinematic that like plays, it's the track mode or whatever that plays if you just sit on the title screen. And in fact, it plays before getting to the title screen. No other disc has that opening cinematic thing, which I went back and watched. It's just nonsense. It is just like, here's a bunch of flashing imagery and and characters and stuff, and it is just flat out nothing. Okay, this feels like it's gone on way too long. And unfortunately, I have not saved. Which means that we'd have to do everything all over again. All right, 1 second. I don't see anything about like a disc change option in there. Okay. This feels like it's gone on way too long, which I do find concerning personally. Um, all right. Here's what we're going to try. I'm going to hit reset game. I'm going to try to load my save that's in disk 4. We're going to see what happens. I'm annoyed that I will have to, like, run back through those things again. Oh, that was several minutes. This sucks. I don't think... I'm probably going to edit out, like, all the chunks of me redoing things, but I am leaving the entirety of that please wait in, because that's now the meat of the episode, is does disc changing work on the PS3? And if it doesn't, how might I go back to old towns and old locations in order to do things? All right, I am in a disc 4 town. So it's going to tell me to insert the disc immediately. So let's go try this. And now we are on please wait. The question is, how long to wait? All right, well, while we wait, let's have ourselves a quick online search about disc changing in PS3. Did I do this with Parasite Eve? So, I remember... I'm unsure. I'd have to go back and check with Parasite Eve whether or not I, like, saved the disc change and then changed disc outside of that. There is no disc change option. I wonder if I save on the world map, load up in disc 2, if that will allow me to go into a town. That's now this episode is experimenting with disc changing, because it seems like it's not working. And it seems like there's mixed results online of people having no issues with it with some games. Other games are having issues. Might be the version of PS3. Might be the software version of stuff. Somebody specifically asking about Legend of Dragoons, Legend of Dragoon, and it is like, hey, this is not working, and it sounds like an error on the disc itself. But I don't know about that. I do know, I'm fairly certain that the PS3 that I have is full, like not at all updated, and that is partially by design. Or whatever. I don't want to connect to the internet is the short version. Gonna give it just a little bit longer. Hope I'm also getting a bunch of like emulation things as opposed to I'm going to have to go back and check the Parasite Eve playthrough now and see if I was able to do a disc swap there versus if I saved at the disc swap point and then just moved on to the next disc in like I'm fairly certain I did that. I'm fairly certain it was the episode like cut was on disc change and then came back on disc 2. And I think anything that I've played that's been multi-disc has been save, cut the episode, come back, start a new recording session with like swapping out the discs outside of the hey, please swap disc screen. Okay. Well, this is unfortunate because it's now like the episode is this please wait screen. So we're going to reset the game and I can go back through this stuff. Here's the deal. I am going to cut this part out. You've sat through enough of the please wait, I think. I'm going to cut this part out here, though, of me getting caught back up to where I was before I tried to go into a town. I'm going to then save outside of that town and then swap back to disc 2 and see if I can load into the map. And if not, then I will be sad because that means I can't buy my other Ultimate War God. Unless I'm misremembering which town that was in, but I'm fairly certain that was in Lohan. Anyway, heck. We'll be back. Hey, welcome back. We are in Disc 2. Hooray, it worked. Okay, cool. So, yes, we were able to load into our world map save while Disc 2 is in the system. I imagine if I go into Tybaroa, or whatever the actual kingdom name is, that chunk of map I will probably have to swap back to Disc 4. However, we have Disc 2 in, which means we can continue heading south. I did save near Tybaroa just in case, or whatever the Twin Cities, the place that were actually, the thing up there in the top left of the screen. That place. If we go there, I'm fairly certain that we're going to have to insert Disc 4 again. However, what we can do is basically these shenanigans, where I have inserted Disc 2, loaded the save back up while I'm on the world map, and we're going to try to head into Lohan, which should work because now, you know, it wanted Disc 2 to be able to load things. Man, I forgot about that guy. And Wahe, the commercial town of Lohan. We made it. We made it all the way back. We don't have to deal with disc swap problems. The war is over and the quality of merchants is getting better. This is a good thing. This town is on a line city, managed to build a merchants guild. That's why all the residents are merchants. We still say the same thing so many years later. There's probably, like, some stardust I could find if I, you know, tried. Hey, you! Walking over there. Hey, didn't we talk the other day? Come on, got great stuff. Why don't you take a look at it? Look at this stone. Just the right roundness and size. It's very elegant. Oh, great bargain. How about 100 gold? Cannot believe it. Hey, you! Don't touch that. Oh my goodness. Kongol didn't have a Dragoon stone, did he? It's too much of a coincidence. Step up, step up! This is the much talked about Shining Miracle Stone. Any illness or anxiety disappears instantly when the stone shines. Yeah. A miracle, a mystery. I'm making a limited time offer. How about 1,000 gold? How about it? Like that Rose is just about to cut him down. His dart bonk. It's business. That's life. Okay. Yeah, we sure, in fact, did not ever have the seventh stone. So, Kongol has a Dragoon level of none, apparently. Yep, 0 Dragoon level. Oh, that's quite silly indeed. Unfortunately, I need that 1,000 gold if I want to buy my stuff. So we might be back, sir. That's actually... Okay, I will give this game credit for hiding that here of just like, oh, by the way, the 7th Dragoon Stone that you don't have yet. As it turns out... Oh, jeez. Forgot this town. I hate this town so much. Okay, that's a lot of moon serenades. We can probably get some of our money out from that. And quite frankly, I probably don't need these elemental blades anymore. And I'm sure I can sell some of this junk. We might be able to get ourselves a... might be able to get ourselves that 1,000. Okay. Let's look at our inventory and actually analyze it. And of course we can't actually see stats of things, so, blah, words. Okay. Heat Blade is 18 attack versus 39. So Heat Blade's out. Shadow Cutter. It's 44 versus our 60. Might be worth keeping around. You exist. Spear of Terror versus, let's see, 28 to 45. That is not big. Soul Eater sure is a big old hit. Okay, that Saint armor is just like way better than what you're wearing. You have armor of yore. That's what's going on there. Yeah, Sparkle Arrow, I think you're out. 9 to 40. Kind of a big difference there. Alright, Heatblade, you're out. Those were close enough that it's actually, like, not completely ruining their attack power by equipping those. So, might still be worth keeping around. I don't know. Sparkle Arrow, definitely not. Hey, we can sell this plate mill. I really only keep old things around for equipping purposes. So that we can, like, clear somebody's equipment. Should double check that against some things. This was not really that great. This is Rose's hairband for Rose. Let's get rid of our fake things. Oh, hey, these things down here. Well, if we replace these... I shouldn't need plate mail. I already have one pair of soft boots and iron knee piece up there. So that's another 100. Let's get rid of these fake things because why keep them around at this point? these are neat. Quite frankly, if I want to use these sorts of things, then I should just go buy, and again, this is going to cost more money, but I should go buy things from Ulara. Back there they had some real nice items. Presumably I can get all the way back there. It's a trek and a half, but that's a little tempting. A little bit. Hit rate for attacking all. Increases hit rate for attacking all by 20%. Hold on. I have an FAQ open. Raises chance to attack by 20%. That's all it says. So that's just like miss less often. I think I'm going to get rid of that because, like... Okay, in all actuality, who am I actually going to put this on? Nobody. Flat out, nobody. If I'm going to give them something, I'm going to give them, like, agility instead of, like, hit chance or something, I think. Since I think those are related, but I'm not going to use this. Screw it. It's gone. And now we need to go find our guy who will sell us the Ward God thing, and then we need to go buy our Dragoon Stone for Kongal. Man, I'm really glad the Disc 2 loading thing worked in the end, because boy howdy, it would have really sucked to have gotten screwed out of the Dragoon Stone for Kongal. Oh hey, it's like reduces damage due to magical attacks. That's a lot of magic defense. That is a ridiculous amount of magic defense, quite frankly. Reduces damage from all attacks by half. That's also really quite good. Don't have to play the game. Dragon Shield reduces physical damage by half, reduces magical damage by half, or reduce all damage by half. The War God Calling is the, cheap version of Ultimate War God. You've actually got some really good stuff, my dude. Like, you always had some really good stuff, but it is kind of ridiculous how good of stuff you have. Like... Depending on how much I actually want to grind and do, like, end-of-game stuff here... So we're losing out on attack power for Rose. We're gaining I don't have to anymore. And we could buy even more Ultimate War Gods if we really wanted to. So, well, hey, finally my dreams have come true. I don't have to play this game anymore. That's so mean, I'm sorry. But no, Ultimate War God has just been really nice because it lets me use these high-level additions without having to think about hitting the buttons. And that's a really good thing for, doing a Let's Play sort of thing where I'm trying to talk and stuff. What does the Mage Ring do again? I really wish I could tell. That's just to recover magic every turn, right? Yeah, so I think I'm going to give her the attack badge. Just for wandering around. Like, I'm going to be throwing the Mage Ring at Miranda an awful lot. So here's the other thing. It's like, now that I have Ultimate War God, I could also, like, start cycling people in the party to, like, raise their addition nonsense and whatnots, and that would also get their Dragoon levels up, and all of that stuff. So like if I really wanted to go off the deep end in terms of, grinding a JRPG. Oh, also, if the carnival is still going on, that is actually like the best place to buy healing items with tickets. Anyway, if I go off the deep end with grinding, then hey, Ultimate War God, great for that. How do you like this? The Shining Miracle Stone. I'll make it a limited time offer now for 1,000. Can you give me a discount? Then leave it. If you want it, get more money. Alright, fine. Alright, fine. Yeah, thanks. Now you'll have good luck. Golden Dragoon, Dragon Dragoon Spirit. Oh, that is ridiculous. It is tucked away here. Just on a merchant. And now I have 90 gold to my name. Hardly enough to go to an inn. But honestly, who needs to go to an inn these days? Because I have, magic regen and also my one healer. I'm still salty about it, don't mind me. Anyway, that's... It's been a bit of a journey today, apparently. I do wonder, there's got to be some decent ways to get money in this game, I think. Somewhere. I'm curious about that. I'm really curious about what is the grinding method here for this game? How do you go through and get everybody, all of their additions mastered and all of their Dragoon levels up, and how do you get your
Die.
how do you get your tens of thousands of gold? That is so much damage. How do you get your tens of thousands of gold to do things? Because there's a lot of stuff, they teased it really early on that there was going to be some really expensive stuff. Like Lohan alone had 3 or 4 different 10,000 gold items, which are clearly end game gear. I'm fairly certain back at Castle Saradio or wherever Albert is king of, they also had a 10,000 gold helmet or something. Or armor of, I forget what it's called, but the armor of, it's expensive. We need to get a bunch of money for the nice boots that they have at Ulara. What's the money grind in this game? What's the best way to get money? Oh. Anyway, there is just a ton of money required for stuff at this point in the game, and I have 129 gold because I just spent it so that I don't have to deal with additions. Simple as that. Anyway, that's actually for real going to be it. Nothing happened. We just went shopping, but the going shopping was quite a journey. And for me, it was 15 minutes longer, I do believe. So we're going to just save here, be poor, have our final Dragoon stone that we just kind of lucked into running across. So that's nice. And yeah, next time we'll actually do some plot stuff and go into things and, be back in disc 4. That's really why I'm cutting it here, is because I would need to change discs to continue. So anyway, thank you very much for watching and enjoying the please wait load screens with me. I don't know, I do like to capture this weird stuff of things that would honestly be better cut out for a better viewing experience, but I don't know, it captures the real aspect of trying to play old games, and I don't know. There's something about it that I like. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I've been Bryce. This has been VHS Play. Have yourself a lovely evening.